Well, 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 still not satisfied, are you? Still filled with that insatiable lust for completion, for achievements, for trophies? I understand, young one. All too well do I understand your hunger. I too have felt the thirst for trophies, and I defeated it until Dan decided that he had to add more. Ah. Anyway, that's why I make these videos, to aid you in finding every trophy the Fractal Block world has to offer. For while this world may be infinite, it surely isn't endless, and we're getting ever closer with every episode. Let's get to work. There are 15 I-1 trophies to be completed. This isn't one of them, it's a space trophy. Uh, so, the first one, that is Blue Bubble Breach. Now, you can find this guy in Blue Bubbles, but it's a little more complicated than that. This one is pretty hard, stumped me real good for the longest time. Don't, it's not in Botany Labs. Don't make that mistake, right? What you need to do is you need to go and find, where is one of these question mark blocks. This is where the trophy is, but I'm too big. We're gonna need to shrink. Where can I shrink? You might think you can shrink in a botany lab. You go through the thing, you shrink a bunch, go to the end. Don't do that. That is a mistake. What you're looking for is a dark hole room. These guys, something about their structure. It's unstable. There's holes in the walls. Things live in the holes. Well, that's a lie. Things don't live in the holes, but you can live in the holes because if you grow small enough, exactly, you can go through the holes. And if you do go through these holes, now you're putting the pieces together. You're a clever little nut, you, like me. A little crazy, huh? A little crazy, Batman. I do not know what's gotten into me. Anyway, go through the holes and emerge on the other side. You can grow out here, don't worry. Makes things easier. Now, once you're outside, you're smaller than you were. Go find one of those question mark blocks, and inside, down there, inside these question mark blocks, will be your trophy and a little bit of lore. Yep, trophy time. Anyway, next up is Botany Caves. There are 4 Botany Caves trophies. The first one, uh, Botany Caves 1. I need to get into a Botany Lab, so I'm gonna find a waypoint. Finding a waypoint. There's one. Here. Alright, so these guys, what you want to do, these are in Botany Labs. These grow on this green stuff. They're in the question mark blocks. Botany Lab Caves, no, the trophy's called Botany Lab Caves, but it's not in the Botany Lab Caves. It's just in the Botany Lab. There's Botany Lab Caves 1. There's baby spiders around. They're yellow. That doesn't change how you fight them. But these guys drop rocket projectile speed instead of minigun ammo, I want to say. Anyway, what I find interesting is that Botany Lab Caves 2 is more commonly achieved than Botany Lab Caves 1. Probably because people don't know that you have to, not shrink. Anyway, Botany Lab Caves 2. These ones you do shrink for. You can find them in the... I'm getting ahead of myself. What you want to do is you're going to want to enter Botany Lab Caves. Hold on. Alright, now we're good. These are in the plug on the ground. Just go in and go in. And eventually you'll be in the Imp Caves. These have imps in them. Fairly certain. Yep, Imp Caves. Okay. And in these question mark blocks, you'll get your trophy. Now, we need to keep shrinking. We need to shrink into the walls. We're in the goddamn walls. Here are the Gnole Caves. You'll find Gnoles here, and in the question mark blocks, you'll find your trophies. Now, for Botany Lab Caves 4, we need to shrink into the walls again. Not right there. This, no, not quite. This should be it. Here we go. Here's the Demon Caves. Anyway, you gotta get into the Demon Caves. And, ooh, Infinity Flower. And at the question mark blocks, you'll find another trophy. Wow. Next up is Botany Lab Caves 5. And for this, we're gonna need to shrink into the walls again. And when you enter the question mark blocks, you're gonna get another trophy. Did I say there were 5 of these? I think there's 6. I might have lied. Hold on, let me scroll my notes real quick. Mind the mess. Oh, yep, there's a 6th one. Okay. So we're gonna need to shrink into the walls again. Okay, I don't like these enemies. Can you get out of here? Okay, so shrink into the walls again, and we'll enter the Beholder Caves. No, I know beholders are scary, but trust me, they're nothing serious. Mainly because there's not a lot of them like there are in the caves before this. Anyway, here you're going to want to find another question mark block, and then you get the trophy. Hooray! If I could find one. Apologize if I sound a little scatterbrained. Because I am. Ah, here. This right here is your Botany Lab Caves 6 trophy. Next up is Library. For I1 this time. Gonna find a waypoint. The libraries are found in Botany Labs. You don't shrink to find these. Oh God, I'm gonna need to shrink to find a waypoint. Jesus. Ah, here it is. Botany Lab. So what you do, go into your Botany Lab and just look around. These won't show up from afar, so you're gonna need to do some close investigation. And have to get thorough like a good journalist. Or a bad journalist that's really good at lying. Laugh. Where is this dastardly little cave? I mean, the library. We're looking for libraries. Come on, they're not this hard to find. Come on. Come on, we're already 8 minutes and 42 seconds into the video. Oh man, all I'm seeing are rail towers. This is preposterous. Oh! Right in the nick of time. There's one right there. It doesn't come with a shrink ring. You must provide your own. Anyway, just go through the plug, and there is your trophy. Yay! Also, this contains a room that lists the locations of the location rooms for all the weapons, and also health and armor and gold. Very useful. My dog just barked. I don't know why that's notable. She does that all the time. Okay. Lighthouse. Lighthouses. Ah, yes. The humble lighthouse. Found in these here black boxes. You're gonna need to shrink and see Overlord Hell. Don't worry, they can't hurt you at this size. But if you shrink your bone, what you're gonna want to do is look for one of these, a lighthouse. it is helpful to use EMP. Then head to your lighthouse, shrink again. There's stony here, so that shouldn't be too hard. Battle shaft. And into your lighthouse you go. But hold on there, soldier. You're not supposed to go into the lighthouse. No, 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 no. Grow right back from whence you came and head underground. This is where your trophy's going to be. And I'm going to get out of the line of fire because there's a lot of green lampreys in these caves. That's right. Underneath all the lighthouses, there are red caves, and there's green lampreys in those red caves, and you're going to have to get through the red caves in order to get your trophy. Because behind these red caves, there is, well, the place with the trophy. And goddamn, these lampreys do so much damage. Thankfully, the red caves are short. You can grow, and mind the guardians. Then you can shrink. Fool, you actually grew, imagine. I apologize for my rashness. Anyway, on this blue thing here will be your trophy. Fuck, my voice has been messed up. Trophy, yay! And also a blue ring. Where will you end up? Who knows? It's just a free blue ring. There's pink ring, and also a waypoint here, and all that. I'll take that. Oh, and there's also a golden flower right there if you care. I don't. I only care about trophies. So, next up is Infinity Flower. I was just in a place where you could get those. Where's an interesting spot you can find an Infinity Flower? I can't think of one. Let's just find. Ooh. Let me scour my mind. Urethra! I've got it! Infinity flowers can be found in many places, but one place where they're guaranteed is inside Montreal. Oh, y'all don't know about this yet. Well, it's an I2. We're getting there eventually next episode, whenever that may come out. Anyway, uh, this trophy, Infinity Flower, is rarer than you might think because of just how many people miss where it's located. Slaughter that baby spider, and don't forget this little, not black, gray box. This is where the trophy is. It's right there. Now, you're, you're in your friggin' Infinity Flower, right. I completely forgot what this was called. You're in your Infinity Flower, and now our next trophy, if I may scroll my notes, of course. I do make me some pretty dope notes. I don't make scripts. Next up is Williston. These are found in Williston cities, which are found in Infinity Flower. I won. This, the cheese, as Slash or Path would call it. Look in Infinity Flower Cheese 1 and Ying Forest Air. But anyway, what you want to do is you're going to shrink. Let's see. Shrink 4 times. I didn't have to refer to my notes. I did. I couldn't pull that from the top of my head. Shrink 4 times into the cheese. There's a map in the base camp where you find the Infinity Flower trophy, and the shrinking can be quite annoying. Just get through it. You can do it. You got this far. I believe in you. Anyway, go into your cheese and hope that there's things in the cheese. Goblin is dead. Just like my cold dead heart now. Finding the Williston can be tedious. They can definitely be found in other places, but I mean, I'm on it. I'm on the spot. That's what I'm looking for. The spot. Well, not really. I could just pause the recording. But golly gosh darn it, that just ain't how we do it around here. I give you the real, authentic fractal block world experience. And again, I've kind of been away from the game for a little bit. My brain is not folded enough, accustomed to the infinite. But it is accustomed to Williston. See the gray bits? That's where we want to go. So let's go down there. How do we get in? Well, we use one of those shafts. These white ones and green ones can take a little while to get through. The red ones are the best ones. You can both shrink and grow using these guys. And also, there's no fight that you have to get through. These topless guys, though, you can just shrink through them. They're convenient enough. Also, if you go too high, you'll experience that. Of course, I have the MP, so I don't have to care. Flying over these walls, you're going to want to go through that door. Beware, there's collapsed spirits in there. Oh, I turned off rocket mode. Anyway, head over to a Williston. Grab the gold if you want, I don't care. Doesn't offend me. Shrink down, and in this little box, you'll find your trophy. Hard earned, just for you. Next up is Williston Dungeon. Now, this one can take a little time, because in order to get it, you're going to have to find the Williston Underground. And the Williston Underground, it don't mess around. Uh, we'll find it eventually. That's a purple well. That's not what we're looking for. It's a little black coated hole in the, not coated, it's a hole in the ground that's ringed by the black blocks. They're, that's a normal well. They're kind of rare. Not exactly. Oh, there's one. That's what they look like. There's also one over there. Here's what they look like. Does not include AA battery. I mean a shrink ring. Gosh diddly darn it. I can't find a shrink ring near here. Let's try that other one. Ah, yes. One of these battle towers. Anyway, head your way into the Williston Underground and complete yourself a three-floored maze full of various enemies. There's lots of menaces in here. Oh, there's a thunderstorm outside? That or World War III is starting. Who knows? Anyway, you can find a map, and the exits, that's what you want to head to. The the great things seem to be entrances. I guess one maze can have multiple entrances because that's the entrance that I gave up on. I keep pressing control to slow down. I bound it to shift. That's how you know I'm out of practice. Forgetting my keybinds. Good lord. Anyway, make your way through the maze. I'll show you every gory detail of it, damn it. That's just how we do it around here. You can take a picture of the maps, but they're only good for one floor. Yeah, that's just a map of the floor. And this thing has 3 of them. Hey, no one said it would be easy. Except me. This is easy. This is like easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It just takes a little time. Of course, y'all would know that. You'd been here for almost 20 minutes. 20 minutes right now. Wish I had some water with me. It'd be nice. What's y'all's favorite beverage? Mine is water. Alright, next floor. Let's see. We can go down like that. Okay. Oh, my cord makes noise. Ooh. Bad cord. That's cord noises right there. Where am I? Oh, I'm back here. I got turned around, fumbling with my cord. Good lord. Let's see. This way. There's another map. Where I'm going this way. No, I want my railgun. Sigh. Alright, there's an exit. And the lovely sounds of death echo through the halls. Until we reach the next floor. I should probably re-record this. Nah, I'm a first take type of guy. Life doesn't get you. The life, it doesn't let you re-record. My boy, there's one thing you gotta know about the fractal block world. And that, I don't know, I forgot. I haven't taken my pills. There's no pills in the fractal black world. All the pharmacies are shut down. More accurately, the only ones that are open are in Denver. Speaking of Denver, I've been there now. I've conquered Denver. There's but one trophy left. And it's, I3 River. Wait, no. Deep Sliver Maze, I think it's called. Speaking of maze, we just finished this one. Hooray! There is Rapid Railgun right there, along with a bunch of ammo. Don't mind if I. Oh. And there is your trophy. Williston Dungeon is yours. Also, at the end of this maze, you have your trophy list for I-1. We are currently on, what is it? I think it's this one? Nope, it's this one. Anyway, next up, we have next on the list is Bristol. Ignore me traveling to Montreal. Straight to, yes, Bristol. Oh, I didn't have one in Williston. Well, guess what? I don't need one. I'm not going to use that waypoint. That waypoint is stinky. That waypoint was less stinky than I imagined. Whew. Man, I really should have made a waypoint in Williston. Anyway, the next trophy is Bristol. You see it, don't you? It's right there. And there. And there. Oh god, they're everywhere. Yeah, Bristol ain't exactly hard to find. They're everywhere in Williston Fields. And they're super important to progression because they also contain a gateway to I-2. So you're gonna like yourself a little bit of Bristol. But to get to Bristol, you must face the gauntlet. The gauntlet is filled with insurgents. It's also 2 layers of maze. Of dimensions. I don't know, I haven't counted. I probably could, but no. I didn't. And there ain't no way I'm improving that. Like, my mommy says I'm very clever, but Come on, I'm not that clever. Anyway, just make your way through the maze. Hum-de-dum-de-dum. No. Sigh. I wish there was a way to tell what enemy you've EMP'd. Oh, hey, it's the next floor. That's right, I said the next one. Thankfully, this is also the final floor. Sigh. Feel like I've lost so much knowledge. I've undoubtedly passed up so many secret trophies. I could have told you about them. But these exits are just so perfectly timed. They silence me just when I'm about to spout off. Also, if you go back through the maze, there's a secret trophy. I haven't lost everything. Anyway, in here is your trophy. That's Bristol. And also, stable singletons. You can unlock I1. Yes, I1. Anyway, next up is EMP Castle. These are found in Williston Fields, and they appear as a gray block with an X on it from afar. You can see those when you're bigger. Let's just shrink down. Shrinking down. Going deeper in the fractals. I'm a peeper. Searching everywhere for the trophies. I don't care where I go. Pretty lonely here in the fractal block world. I found the EMP castle down the central tower. It's a lesser spider. Kill him. And then shrink down. I don't care how deep I go or where I go or what I come to know in my time here. In the fractal block world, in my time here. In the fractal block world, be cautious around the walls because there's a bunch of these and I think they're greater scourges. I thought they'd be eternal plagues. I'm a fool. Anyway, head down this guy. There are, I think these are dissidents. I guess we'll never know. What do my notes say? They're dissidents, right? And the other guys are resurgents. Confused. They could be mercenaries. Mercenaries have a little gray bit on them. These guys don't. Anyway, your trophy. It's right there. Next up is Zubaneshamali castles. And fun fact, there's one in the room. Okay, I stared it down, right? This is your Zubaneshamali castle. And they look like they should be a pink ring from afar, which confused me when I was... They confused me at some point. These guys have a guardian inside of them. I don't remember when it confused me, but it did at some point. I was never good at remembering. Also, the trophy's called Zoob Castle. At least that's what Steam calls it. I like Zubaneshamali. It's so fun to say. It's also a big long word. It makes me sound smart. More greater scourges. Please tell me I'm right. Please tell me I'm right. Please tell me I'm right. Thank God. Anyway, oh, right. There's a bunch of collapsed angels here. I forgot about that part. I also forgot to kill the guardian, so we're going to do that. Anyway, get rid of the angels, and inside of this yellow box is right there. The trophy. The trophy. It's right there. We did it. We did it. We won. Oh, there's also a yellow key. Who cares about the yellow key? You did it. You did it. You have all the trophies. You did it. I'm so proud of you. You did it. That's I won. Here's I won trophies. Look at all these trophies. You did it. You did this. You did it. Well, I mean, I guess if you weren't following along with me and you're just, watching this because it got recommended to you or because you subscribed for something else that isn't this, and like, I don't know. Look, I don't know what's going on. I'm just, I feel extra jolly. I don't know why. I'm jolly. Maybe, maybe it's because we just got all the trophies. We're done. We did it. I-1 is over. You can leave off to I-2, which is inside of a Bristol. Man, it was surprisingly short. Why was Midway so long? I don't know. I don't know where I spent so much time in Midway. The video's over. The video is over. Over, over, over. The fractal block world. I am done.